Hello and welcome to another episode of Rollfrog with me, your Marshmaster, and my friends, the Hobby Heroes. I don't know what Martina was doing. I don't know what she's still doing. Are you doing homework, baby?
No, I'm not doing homework.
Alright, it looks like you're just doing something important off to the side. Welcome back to our campaign. How do I do the intro? Anyway, it's me and my friends. And we're listening to Pocket Part. So we're listening to the tavern, which I really like. And what you can do is there's like a little slider on the tavern, and you can turn on vocals. So you can actually have a little lady singing in the background. But I'm gonna turn it off because I think it's too distracting. If you're just hearing it in your headphones overlaid with everyone else in the headphones. I think at the table it would work a bit better because you have like another application where the sound's coming out of, right, instead of everything happening in your headphones. That's just my personal opinion, and we're not being sponsored, so I feel like I'm allowed to share it. Last we left off, you guys met up with Artor, with that Daddy Morlin, and he gave you your quests and explained to you what was going on. Blossom decided not to sign the contract, so he came after, and then Blossom explained that weird stuff's been going on and that they don't know Jayce. Which broke Jayce's heart because from Jayce's perspective, you've been friends all your life, and suddenly you turn to her and say, we don't know you. But it was the truth, so as you continue to explain, Jayce was forced to accept it and still wanted to come on this quest with you guys. To go to the Undermountain. So you were tasked to find the Undertakers, which is maybe vampires, and clear them out, because that's what Artor usually does, but he's very busy, so he needs you guys to do it instead. So clear them out and then clear the lair so that Artor can move in. Because if it's good enough for them, it's probably good enough for me. So you went to talk with Durnan at the Yawning Portal, who told you of this back entrance, but said that he would like a steady supply of blue lichen, or blue lichen, however you want to pronounce it, because he makes alcohol out of it, and used to have this dwarven friend to help him with it, but he hadn't seen his dwarven friend in a while, so you guys went to check up on him. And it turns out that he was not doing very well. And so he sort of instructed you to, like, sure, go into the mine, I'll tell you where it is, and I'll help you figure some stuff out. But yeah, he was slowly turning to stone. His bones were turning to stone from eating all of this blue lichen. Geniet, maar drink met mate. And he, in fact, did not moderate himself. Guys went in, was an elevator that was very well crafted because it's dwarven craft, but some animated skeletons crawled out of some cracks on the walls and began attacking you. So you decided to take the ramp, but then there was a trap that you didn't notice and slid in, and then there was more skeletons in this trap. So where we left off is you guys making it all the way down to the spiral, Blossom having eaten the blue lichen, whatever we want to, a lichen, I think lichen, right? Blossom having eaten the blue lichen can sort of commune with the mine, so is hearing sounds of ghostly dwarves doing work just out of sight, might even see sort of the natural cold mist that is in the mine sort of coalesce into shapes of dwarves maybe walking past, but as you try and focus on it, you see nothing, right? This is sort of peripheral vision. And was the very last thing I believe we did last time, able to make out in the intricate carvings on the mural that you've been following a map of sorts, where this mine is still very much a maze, but any navigation checks that we're gonna probably make once you start navigating it are gonna have advantage because you have decided to eat the blue lichen. I think we find ourselves there. At the bottom of this spiral, there is no light. And yeah, you've noticed that there's quite a sort of a few locations that you could decide to try and check out, but you might pass them if you walk the wrong way anyway. So you sort of see this larger area that would have been sort of where maybe dwarves lived when they were still here. You would see sort of more of a what leads off to what appears to be more of like a garden type area, and then sort of some other like mines, but each of them is a dead end or has like a level 3 this way, level 4 this way, just sort of written, but those deeper levels aren't depicted on this map. So you could try and go for one of the deeper levels, or you could sort of search around this area. What you're looking for, right, is the Undertakers. You're looking for these people and you're trying to take them out. So whatever they're doing.
So I believe we were looking for a place to take a short rest, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because even our Barbarian looks like crap. I'm sorry, Fletcher.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're not
I
wrong.
think you look
I mean,
radiant.
you look like a Charmander with almost a still out.
What's a Charmander?
Huh? What?
Oh, that's good.
Oh yes,
Am
and
I-
then also Blossom cast Aid before we ended last session, so make sure you have your 5 temporary hit points.
Yes.
Yes.
Five,
Or 5 extra
No, it's
max hit points.
5
Yeah.
max hit points, yeah.
But make also sure that you know and remember that you have these and take them away after the aid ends. Thank you. Continue.
So where do we want to rest?
Somewhere relatively safe, maybe a cavern that is closed off 3 ways and just one opening so that we can see if somebody is coming, and maybe no weird cracks that zombies can crawl out from. Preferably.
Yeah. I mean, I would not prefer to rest in a pit with spikes. So, I don't have much to bones about it, but there's a spike, and yeah. Anyways.
You have enough piercings?
Yeah. After today, surely.
So we try to find a place.
Yes.
Sure. How close would you want to stay to where you are currently? Because looking at the map, there's like a square that you could go to, right? Sort of more of has a few hallways leading out, but it would give you more of a grip on things. I'll say this, right? Essentially, where you're standing right now, there's one way forward. But if you were sort of in this square, there would be multiple ways, so there would be multiple potential threat routes, but there would also be multiple escape routes in case of emergency. Right now, if something came for you, you'd have to run back up the ramp, which has a pit and grease in it, which is going to take a while to dry. So you're going to probably come out fine once you're done with this whole deal, if you find anything or if you find another way out. But for the next few hours, it's going to be kind of fucked, So would you want to stay here because this is a chance that has less of a risk of something discovering you, or would you want to go to an area where you have more risk of being discovered but also more escape routes?
Let's at least go to a place where we have multiple escape routes.
Yeah.
Like 2 at least. So to that hall, but in the front of the hall.
Sure. So you guys start making your way there. There's no survival check necessary because you obviously choose a location that's not too hard to navigate to initially. But you do notice as you're moving there a tremor. Sort of dust falls again, and I believe I also described one happening right before you decided to take this short rest anyway. So it looks like every insert increment of time here, there's gonna be these tremors in the ground. And you make your way to a small square with various tunnels leading out, but yeah, can easily decide to sort of stay near where you were already. At a glance, don't notice any signs of life, like there's no movement in this hall. And you notice in the center of this town square, this dwarven town square, is a beautiful statue of a dragon, like a stone carved dragon that looks very well made.
Shit, here we go again.
So, quick question. I mean, there are multiple other cave entrances, right? From here.
Yes.
Do they look dwarven made?
Make a mason tools check. Are you proficient in mason tools?
Of course not. No.
Stone
no.
cutter supplies?
No.
Alright, intelligence or wisdom, your choice.
I'm specifically looking like, is this an animal or something that made it, or human made?
Sure. Are you proficient in survival?
No.
Alright, so then it'll stay in 11. I'll say this, you don't see any obvious circular worm tunnels, right? But
Great.
I think Fletcher wouldn't know enough about specific mine work to know if, like, oh, maybe these are... Because they could be other Underdark creatures, right? They could be, like, Duergar or Drow that made these other tunnels, but you can distinguish beast tunnels from humanoid-made tunnels, and all of them seem humanoid-made.
Great, that's the only thing that Fletcher
Yes.
is concerned about. And is the dragon looking recognizable?
So Fletcher is moving towards the center of the town square after checking out these tunnels. What is everyone else doing?
Resting, I suppose. Just, I guess
I
Honestly-
would like to take a walk around, specifically looking for those breaks in the stone from which the skeletons emerged the previous time, because I remember you describing the same kind of rip in the mine. So I want to be on the lookout for those specifically.
Sure. Can you make an investigation check? Blossom is sitting down and taking a rest. What is Flare doing?
I honestly would also look around, because if there's enemies, she would want to know fast.
Sure, so you can also make an investigation check then. Nice. Can the two of you please roll a d20 for me? And reroll any numbers we might have had before, obviously. Nice. Nice! Excellent, get them out of the way now. Both of you separately find a piece of paper that looks like it was torn out of a journal of some kind.
Can I read it?
Sure, as you open it and read it in your head. You're not reading it out loud, don't worry. It says the following, and I will, the first word I'm gonna say I'll type out immediately because it's a bit weird. Like this. So it says, Avis Vet stared into the eyes of Count Drexelor. And then it says, "You think you can charm me with your fancy cape?" she scoffed. Drexelor replied with a slow, deliberate grin. "My dear, it's not the cape. It's what's under it." It looks like someone is drafting some type of story, but decided this was bad and tore it out of whatever they were writing.
This is fanfic.
Then
Yeah,
also,
it is.
Nola, as you're reading
And then
it,
he
it
ripped
says,
off his cloak. And
as you open it, it says the following. "I'm gonna turn into a bat now," Evez announced loudly. "No, you fool," shouted Aramis, the brooding vampire hunter. "That's exactly what he expects. But it's all I know how to do," Evez wheeled. So, yeah, there you go.
Alright, we have an aspiring writer here that should not be writing.
like smut at some point.
Yep.
I need this novel.
I don't think that's aspiring, that's probably fucking failing. Like,
Fletcher, as you're checking out
Should
the
say
dragon,
aspiring for now.
can you make a survival check with disadvantage, specifically for not knowing anything about it and about looking at it in the dark? Like, it's gonna be with disadvantage. You could use, you all have hero
guess why.
dice. You could use your inspiration if you want. I'll give everyone a hero dice right away. I totally forgot to do that. Or someone could help you to cancel out disadvantage, maybe, you know. But it looks like Flare and Nola are busy.
I don't know if Blossom wants to help, but otherwise I'll just roll.
You can cast light if you want. I don't know if you want
Well,
that
that might
here.
help. That might help.
Yeah. I'll cast light on something, like a rock. There's probably a rock around.
Sure.
Does that count as help?
Is that all Blossom does to help?
I don't know what else you want me to do here.
Are you checking it out together?
Fletcher want me to help him. That's
Yeah,
that's
please, you
different.
are allowed to
Okay.
help me. I don't mind.
I don't know.
And now I'm going
Sure.
to roll a 1.
I'll just look at it.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Nice.
Like a dragon.
Something that Lim said. is that he wants to sort of reclaim the skill and the craftsmanship of the dwarves that were here. Looking at it together with Blossom, and Blossom, you still have sort of the effect of the mine before you take the short rest. You can see even more details, like little scales carved in. Like for Blossom, it's an even more beautifully carved statue than it is for everyone else. Depicting a silver dragon on your high survival check, slumbering peacefully around a treasure hoard of art objects and trinkets, made of stone, obviously. And you both start noticing, viewing this dragon from different angles, the negative space around the dragon forms dwarven runes that, on a 17 survival check, really nice, contains lost methods of stonework and carving and masonry.
That's interesting. Can I take out my little notebook and try to sketch them? Like how they would, which runes they would form?
Sure.
You want me to roll for that?
No, you write them down. You can write.
Can you?
Yeah,
Can you write?
I can. My memory is a problem, not my writing. And I take my time for this. Now I just have to find somebody that speaks Dwarf. Wait, we have those.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I show it to you guys.
Huh.
The things that Fletcher shows you have lots of details missing. Like even on a 17, you would need to like be a mason already to even understand the first symbol that you've written down, right? This is a thesis on beautiful craftsmanship where you are only showing them page 4, page 12, and the sources. You know, it's there, but you would need to like spend so much time here and study it, and like, but it's beautifully done.
My guess is that it speaks about the stonework, but if you want me to give you the details, I have no clue.
Well, I thought it was interesting at least.
Well, it definitely is. Just probably very advanced level of stonemaking. And in this dwarvish sort of dialect, it's going to be difficult to understand without proper research and time spent on it. Which we don't have for now.
Yeah. Do we want to take a rest here? I mean, it looks safe enough.
Well, it's been calm for the past 5 minutes, so that's a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
No skellies?
No, on their 1419, they only found these pieces of paper, but no sign of any threat here.
Not that I saw it. Unless
What
they
did
have
you-
a new spawning method, then we're fucked.
What did you guys find?
Oh, I think it was supposed to be a novella or a fan
Wait.
fiction, or yours looks like a smut though. I'm 100% sure of that. I'm very
Listen-
intrigued what genre was meant this to be. I'm
I
gonna
went
turn into a butt now. That's the only thing I know how to do.
Listen, I cannot see the cave again in the same way after reading that.
Good thing none of us wear capes. That-
Great.
Would make things so much more weirder.
hope. I don't know if that's the thing.
Can Nola and Flair both make another investigation check or religion check?
Surprisingly, my religion is higher.
Same shit. Damn.
You have
Sure.
a plus 10 in religion?
Yeah.
Knowledge clerics, they have expertise in religion. On a 19 religion, your piece of information that you have, your piece of paper, which is, I'm gonna turn into a bat now. No fool, that's exactly what he expects, is all I know how to do. Now informs Nola that vampires can turn into bats. Congratulations, you have this knowledge.
There's more than nothing.
I think
Each of them has
I
a
think
lesson to
given-
be learned. It's very fun.
that given that we are hunting vampires in their own lair, that might be their world. I have reasons to assume they can turn into bats.
Okay.
Anyway,
Is
you
it
guys,
worth it though?
It's almost like druids, but more restricted.
you guys can take a short rest, by the way. You do.
Yay.
But again, like every 5 minutes, these tremors. And I will say, compared to the beginning of your short rest to the end of your short rest, they do seem to be getting a bit worse. Like you can actually start seeing like rocks falling instead of just
Can
little
we
debris.
notice from what direction they come from?
Ooh, make a perception check based on sound, so you do not have disadvantage for darkness. So just a straight perception check.
Nice.
Nice.
It's loud.
Yeah, you know which way it came from. It came from that way, and you point to a tunnel.
Mm. Nice.
Good job, Nola.
Oh, Nola.
Getting no hit points back.
Don't you like hit points? What is it? You like the challenge, right?
Shut up, please.
This is horrible. Your
I
poor
know.
hit dice. The hell?
Listen, you rolled above one more than once.
I like how Flair rolled more hit points on a single hit dice than Nola did on all of her hit dice.
I decided
To be
to
fair.
give myself one dice that I'm going to spare for later, maybe. And I just gave up trying.
Nola got a total of 11 back, and Flair rolled 14 on her first dice.
On the second.
Oh,
Four hit
yes.
points.
Yes, yes.
I'm
Alright.
Back to
gonna
full,
do arcane
baby.
recovery, by the way.
Yes, you get a first or second level spell slot back, I believe. Like 2 first or 1 second or something. Yeah, you can check it. You can check it. So Blossom
Yeah,
pointed out a tunnel. Whatever you guys want to do with that information. But you've been here for, like I said, like 40, 50 minutes at this point.
Yeah, these tremors are getting stronger. I mean, let's do this before it gets too dangerous here.
Yeah, makes sense.
Alright.
So where are we going, Blossom? You know the way.
Wait.
Good.
Going to the where the sound. I think where the sound came from.
That's where the sound's
Are we
coming from, 100%.
Yep.
Are
Yep.
we sure we want to go towards the sun, though?
Well, where there's sound, there is things, and we need to find the things. So I feel we should go through the sound.
Maybe it's not the things we are looking for.
You're not. Well, then we will find out, I suppose.
Look around and find out.
Alright. So as you decide to fuck around and find out and walk into this hallway, again, like, beautiful carvings along the side, and you really start to get a scope of, like, this was initially a mine, but these dwarves were stuck here. And sort of use these hallways they already had made to mine to then afterwards start carving it. Like, they weren't carving it as they were going. This was just to pass the time as they were just stuck here trying to survive. And as you hit that realization, another tremor hits and rocks fall and you die. I mean, you all get a dex save.
You die.
We'll all die.
Yeah, no, rocks start falling and there is a cave-in
Oh, shit.
happening around you, so you're making a dex save to try and head back because you're not seeing forward as an option.
I have a bad feeling about this. Case in point.
Nice.
Someone using a BB over there? Why did you roll with disadvantage?
Because I did
Oh, because of the
thing.
poison.
Yeah,
No, because it's gone. It only lasts an hour.
I didn't know that. So either way, it's
It's a
still
10.
10. So
Yes. All right. Well, it's good that you just took a short rest.
I think I want to use my dice on that weight because 10 feels like a safe number and I do not have a 10.
Mhm.
And I'm a wizard that did not get
and
all
does
of
not
that
feel like a
first time.
safe number.
Okay, that's better.
12. Okay. There you go.
14, 19.
Yes, it's 19. So as you're all, oh, and Jayce.
That's your own character.
Yeah, must not forget to do the thing. Wow. All right, great.
Nice.
So, uh, is there not like a rogue thing, like a dodge thing?
Like evasion.
That's level
Evasion
7.
or something. Oh no!
All right. So, Jayce, Blossom, and Nola, as you're trying to like make your way back, don't quite make it out, right? So the rubble starts hitting you. You're not necessarily restrained under it, and even if you were, your friends could come over and help you. But the three of you are gonna take 19 damage,
I guess I'll die.
and then
I am.
Flair and Fletcher take half of that. So Flair and Fletcher are going to take 9.
I'm gonna cure myself.
Ow.
Jayce is gonna drink a potion of healing.
We have those somewhere.
Sure.
Somewhere.
I don't know who has them, but I don't know how many we have because I don't know who has them.
I have 2 potions of red liquor. If you
I think we tested those to be
liquid,
potions of
liquid, not
healing.
liquor.
Yeah, liquor. I would like
I
one.
do not have
yes.
any potions.
Well, I hand them out. Yeah, like I don't know if it's poison or healing.
I think we had
I'm willing to
Bushra
risk
check
it at
them.
this point.
I do think we had Bushra or
I think
her
we did,
assistant
yeah.
check them. So
Yes, Corlin came and checked
So-
them.
yeah.
So it's a regular potion of healing, right?
I don't remember.
So they're
Risk it
just
for
normal.
biscuit.
They're normal.
If neither of us remembers, that means you're rolling a d20, and on a 1 you have a problem. But sure, if Yasser says they're healing potions, I believe him.
Yeah, they are.
I do remember we had healing potions.
We had them checked.
That's-
We had them checked.
Yeah.
But it's the only 2 I have. So
Maybe for
Be
Oh, actually,
careful with them.
I'm supposed to adjust the damage, but it's not written next to the damage, and that's stupid. So it's only 15 and not 19. So you get 4 extra hit points back.
and we got 2 back, right?
Yes.
That still
Yippee.
sucks.
we had 8.
That's nice. Thank you.
Yay!
I hate myself.
It's 2d4 plus 2, by the way.
Oh, then not the correct.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Unless
I do
I'm
remember.
remembering
5.
healing potion.
I don't know.
So just think it like that. Nola has 1 more hit point than when you started the short rest.
So, it's caved in now. You know.
Damn it, Blossom. Was this the way?
I
thought
told
it
you we should
was-
not go towards the sound. Why does
Yes.
no one ever listens to me and then I end up in a rumble?
So
Yes,
now
it
we
is
have to
too.
remove all these stones? Damn it.
Or maybe go
Okay.
another way. How about that?
Oh yeah, that might be smart.
Also an option.
I hate underground.
Well, then you pick the next
I
route.
was gonna say that, Nola. If you're so miserable, then you go decide where we go.
How many possible routes do I have right now?
So there's going backwards. There was this path, which you could clear out, taking some time to do that, or 2 other paths.
Can I investigate 2 other paths as to is there any sound or smell or light coming from them?
Yes, make another investigation check. Roll a d20.
Another piece of paper.
So
Oh.
on one of the paths, you find another piece of paper. It says the following: Aves leaves through the ancient tome. How do you kill a vampire exactly? Very carefully, Armus muttered. This is hard to read, you guys. It's so bad. Aves leaved through the ancient tome. How do you kill a vampire exactly? Very carefully, Aramis muttered.
Oh, that's helpful. You have to be careful, like killing vampires, you know.
I got that the last time I got bitten.
Yep.
You know.
Be careful. Do you allow me to touch you with this mace?
Do I have consent to touch you with my sword?
How do you feel about stabbing?
Yes.
Is that like a hard no?
A soft no.
Okay, so Nola, which way should we go?
Giving the, I'm gonna pick the one where I find the paper in, and I'm gonna use it as a tracing to whoever knows something about vampires or is very bad writer.
But what do you say to Fletcher as he asks, where do we go?
I guess we follow our new favorite Arthur.
You found the other Artor?
No, Arthur. Like
oh, Artor. Oh,
Artor.
an Arthur.
Writer.
Like someone who writes, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sure. You guys start heading down that way.
Because I didn't, by the way, on the investigation, I didn't find any sounds or lights or
I-
anything.
On an 11,
And I-
you found this piece of paper.
Yep.
And I tried to kind of listen to maybe if there are things coming from ahead that aren't behind, but not us.
Sure.
Sorry,
make
not our
another-
sounds, but like other sounds.
Sure, make another perception check. You're keeping an ear out for any interesting sounds.
I'm looking for traps this way. Just like we don't want to get another collapse.
Sure. And you have a light source?
Yeah, the light unicast, right?
Can
How'd you
do
cast
that,
something like-
and I can do that
Oh, and I
anytime
have
you want.
the goggles as well.
Sure, but you're making investigation checks with disadvantage if you're in darkness.
Ah, okay.
That's
So,
why I keep asking. Do
Oh,
you have a
plus
light
Let's
source
have
or
the light again.
maybe
Yeah.
cast light, yeah.
essentially, rules Laura here. Hi. It turns darkness into dim light. Dim light is considered heavily obscured, and heavily obscured gives disadvantage on sight-based checks. So, there you
Yep.
go. So having a light source helps you to find shit. So you can also make a perception or investigation check. Nice. Blossom can hear that there is a sort of larger cavern coming up than the one that was behind you, like a more open space. And Fletcher sort of keeping an eye out as you guys are heading ahead. You notice, faced away from you, a small creature that is sort of hiding behind a large boulder and looking ahead into a large cavern that you cannot fully see into because it's very large and it's dark. You notice that there is a path to just sort of go behind this creature and continue, and the creature seems to not yet have noticed you as they are currently focused on something ahead.
Is it a humanoid?
It has humanoid shape to it, but there's definitely something off. You're still quite a distance away because I haven't asked you to make stealth checks yet. I first wanted to see what you guys want to decide to do. There's humanoid vibe to it, and it's small, but you're not sure if it's like a human-shaped rock that's kneeling down, or if it's a dwarf, or if it's a gnome, right? You're not sure.
So I silently stop the party and inform them of what I see. What do you want to do? You want to go around? You want to sneak up to him?
I wanna.
Maybe sneaking up?
We can do that, right?
I think so.
We can try.
We can try.
We can try.
Do we all want to go, or do we want the stealth ones to go?
The stealth
think-
ones.
It's better for me to stay here.
So,
if we're
Jayce,
doing that.
are you coming to help me?
You want me to come? I'll be there.
Right. So sneaking up to the side and grab and talk.
You wanna grab whoever's there?
Well, at least approach to see who or what it is.
Yeah.
See if there's any danger.
Yeah.
And then maybe grab to talk.
Sure,
Like,
are
not-
you good at
not
grabbing?
kill right. Well, I'm not that strong, but
Yeah,
I think
mhm.
2 of us might be able to hold somebody down.
Sure.
Why do I feel you judging me?
No.
You have any better idea?
To me, ideas, that's not what I do.
Well, Nola sent us this way, so it must be the right way.
Yeah, because she's so smart. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's roll some stealth checks.
Jesus Christ.
Damn!
You're just gone.
So anyway, Fletcher appears and fixes the poor stealth that Jayce rolled. You start sneaking up toward this creature in the darkness, both relying on dark vision. Seeing in this gray scale, right? Because you have no color if you're relying on dark vision. Getting close enough to tell that this is a little winged kobold. And you can see that they have sort of little tools on their belt. They have a weapon with them, clearly. Like they have little armor on, and like they look all right enough to like be down here and not necessarily be in danger. But also appears, like I said, have like a little like a mason, like a little hammer and a little chisel, and is looking ahead. And you can see into this larger cavern that has a few homes that you can see. This might be the cavern that Blossom saw earlier, where sort of this a group of the dwarves would have lived.
I recognize the kobold as one of the cult.
On a 30 stealth, you get so close, you sort of like lean in and check it out. This does not look like one of your kobolds. Your kobolds don't have wings.
Well, maybe he wants to join. You never know. Well, let's. Oh man, he doesn't look too scary. I don't want to kill him. I want to talk to him.
Then go talk to him. Yeah, I imagine they're doing thief scan, right? Just with the hands, just like, let's not kill, let's go talk. And I'm like, let's do that. You know, like little hand gestures that mean things. You go, psst.
Yep. Let's see what reaction he gives.
And immediately you see this little kobold turns around and looks over to you, startled, wide-eyed, but sort of has both of her little hands up. It goes, what? Oh!
Shh. Keep it down. We just want to talk.
Great!
Nothing strange.
No problem. I could use some people to help me.
Well, that's why we're here. Apparently, you can help us as well.
Ooh.
Good. So we're cool.
You're cool. I'm Physic.
We're cool for now.
You're cool for now. Hello, cool for now. I'm Physic.
Cool yeah. Hello, Physic. You're Physic.
I'm Physic, and you're cool for now.
That's Physic. Good. Perfect. This will work. So I wing the others like, come. It's good.
Hi.
Can we see that? Or are they just like still a little weird?
Oh, you could, like, you would see Fletcher turn around and sort of start going like this, so you could definitely start making your way over.
Okay.
Away.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
So
This is Physic. That is cool for now.
the Physic needs our help, and we need help as well. So
Ooh.
maybe you talk, Blossom.
Blossom.
Right. Yes, I'm Blossom.
Hello. I'm Physic.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you, Physic. You
Nice
can
to meet you, Blossom.
lower your hand. It's okay.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
What exactly do you need our help with, or help with in general?
Physic made the ghosts angry. Now they want to attack Physic. But Physic wants to help the ghosts. Because they're sad. And Physic feels bad.
dwarven ghost by any chance?
That is correct.
Yes.
Physic came here with people that were not have very good plans. And then Physic noticed that this mine is going to collapse, but it's very pretty. So Physic want to stop the mine from collapsing. But now the ghosts are angry at Physic because Physic came here with the bad people.
So you now with good
I
people.
mean, they're also a little bit mad at us, I
Physic,
assume, because
Physic,
they just attacked us.
Physic noticed that in this, and gestures over to the room that Physic was looking into. Physic noticed in this room there is pillars that are going to collapse if Physic doesn't help.
Alright. What was... I'm asking because I don't have my notebook right now, because otherwise I would have looked because it's in a box. What was the name of the dwarven ghost that the other dwarf said?
Maybe Martina
Because I
knows.
feel this would be helpful right now.
Raise. Oh, my handwriting is. Raise Kaski.
Yeah, that. Yep.
Yes, good
Yeah.
job. Oh.
Razor Arm Cast.
Yeah. Do I notice that the light she has worn off?
Yes.
However, I do not have the effects of the light she anymore, so anyone else or me again, doesn't matter, should eat this and talk to her, him, her, they,
Physic!
because we can not, or Physic can.
Do you want to
try.
take it?
I will also say, throughout this cavern, you've seen it grow in very little spots. So there would be enough if you really wanted to take some. You could just forage for some and take it, and it would be enough. But there's clearly not enough here to help Durnan, because that's why you're also here, right? Is to give him a steady supply. You could spend 2 minutes to grab a bunch of it from this hallway. This hallway would be empty, but you could take some. So don't be too worried about having one less dose.
Yeah. Do you want to take the dose, Physic?
Physic? What
There's
does cool for now mean?
There's a ghost who we were told might be able to help us with, a dwarven ghost who might be able to help us.
Oh. Well then, Physic has made good friends. You can help Physic.
Yeah.
And how can you help us?
Ooh. Why are you here?
We need to kill some vampires and find some more of these berries.
Physic doesn't know where to find more berries, but Physic knows things about vampires. Physic came here with the Undertakers, but they were not so nice.
Do you know where they are?
Yes.
We are looking for them, so
We need
that's
to
great.
find them.
Oh.
Yeah.
You help Physic, Physic help you.
So, Physic, are you
Sounds good.
technically an Undertaker?
Physic joined the Undertakers, but Undertakers are not nice.
So,
Physic
would
is
you
nice.
still describe yourself as an Undertaker?
Physic describes self as having once been associated with Undertakers.
Okay, good. Wait, what does our contract say?
The contract says anyone associated.
Physic, just
Eh.
don't tell anyone you are associated with the Undertaker.
That's not how contracts work, Blossom.
Physics only told Kufor now Blossom
didn't
and all
do
of
it.
your friends.
Yes, you
You see
didn't
Jayce
do
cross her
anything
arms.
wrong.
Are you willing to state once and for all that you are no longer in contact with them, want nothing with them, and your interests do not align with theirs?
Maybe if they become nice to Physic again, Physic could join them.
No.
You are not
No.
helping, Physic.
So, Physic,
Have you read the bad romance novel?
It's
Yeah.
horrible.
who
A little
wrote it?
bit, yes.
Physic's boss is writing a very bad novel.
Who's your boss?
Exactly. You don't want to meet with people like them.
Physic's boss is Tevzebia.
Can I get that in writing, please?
She's not very nice.
Is he a vampire?
Well, she likes to pretend that she's a vampire. But Physic does not think that she's really a vampire.
Why not?
Because she uses magic to look like a vampire. Every time Physic seen them, it was not good. That's a very bad disguise. It's like classic high color, long teeth. I don't think that's what vampires actually look like, so obvious.
Does she try to live among them?
Well, we're on our way toward the Undertakers to help them, and Zevia keeps saying that the Undertakers are real vampires.
Yeah, and do you want to be associated with real vampires?
If they're nice?
I think
Oh, Physic.
I love this creature.
Same.
You're great.
Yeah,
Thank
But
you,
the
you were great
contract.
too, Blossom, and you have nice hair.
Thank you.
Physic wishes Physic had hair.
I think it looks a little weird on physics with the scale.
okay, Physic.
Physic wants to learn how to braid hair.
We can do that.
Yes,
Hey, Physic.
Oh.
I
am Physic.
There are various vampires in the world.
Oh.
Some of them are okay and good and cool. Some of them are very not, and those in here are not nice.
Well, they have not been nice yet, but they still could be.
Some vampires are beyond redemption, and they will never be nice because they don't want to be nice, because they take pride in being mean and evil and hurting others, and they actually like it. Thus, it's making them the bad vampires, right?
Maybe you have to give them a reason to want to be nice.
You see, they have all sorts of reason not to be.
So let's say there's another group that might have another purpose in life, of really cool kobolds.
Physic likes really cool kobolds. Physic
Which
likes to
can-
think that Physic is a cool kobold.
Well, you are.
cool.
You are real
And-
wings. It's super cool.
They have tasks, they want to accomplish certain things. They live not down in a cave, they live upwards in a beautiful tower, beautiful architecture.
Are they nice?
Yes.
They are very nice.
Ooh.
The best.
And those are the good kind of kobolds and people. Not like those vampires in here.
What if they can still be good? Then Physic abandons them and then never helps them?
Well, do you want certain to meet cool guys, or do you want maybe to meet cool guys that might kill you?
But what if I'm certain to meet cool guys who are nice, or I make people that are not already nice, nice?
Nice.
So
Okay.
you want to
However, they are
look for a
vampires, so
maybe
they should
and-
be dead.
Let me tell you something.
Ooh. I love stories! Physic sits down on the ground.
Is he responding to me or Blossom?
We are wasting so much time right now. This game is about to collapse.
Yeah,
Sure,
go.
let's tell a story to a kobold.
But we want to redeem this couple, so we have to convince him.
Oh no, there's no redemption.
Alright.
You're redeeming this kobold.
I know you're a good couple because I can see this in you. And you have great motivation, and you have a great heart, and you are clearly very naive about the world.
It's a very
It's-
mean thing to say.
I'm sorry. What I meant is that not everyone.
I'm gonna give Physic a hug. Yeah. It's okay.
Why is your elf friend so mean?
I'm sorry.
Your elf
Physic,
Because
I
she can be a little mean.
I didn't
Blossom,
mean to.
she's
I-
meaner than Zevia. And Zevia kicked Physic.
Oh,
worded this wrong. What I meant to say is that
Damn it, now I'm crying again.
you are clearly better than I am, and kinder, and you have more faith in people and vampires that they can be good. But sometimes the time it takes for a vampire to be good is so long that in the meantime they get to hurt so many innocent people and do so much wrong that in the end they will still be the bad ones because what they have done is just unreadable. So sometimes you have to take the risk and eliminate the bad guys in order to keep the good ones alive and healthy, like yourself. Because sometimes their hearts are very, very dark, and it takes a lot of time and effort and energy, and it's very risky. Not only for you, but for everyone around that can get hurt.
Besides, they're dead, so there's not a lot of.
But the
Redeeming.
thing is, Physic is a kobold, and everywhere Physic is gone, kobolds are not very nice. But everyone I run into is always so nice to Physic now that Physic is nice to them. All the kobolds I know, they have weapons and they kill everyone. And then Physic one day decided not to kill everyone and be nice instead, and that made Physic's life better. So now Physic thinks if other people also decide to be nice, it could make their life better.
Okay, that's a great example actually. Because how many kobolds do you know that took the same path that you did?
No one.
Exactly. You're an exception.
Yes.
An amazing
I
one.
am unique.
And you did something great, exactly.
I am worth it.
And
You're very unique. You're
unique.
Yes,
It doesn't
you are
happen.
worth
You
Very
you are worth
mindful.
everything. Very demure. And you are unique. And the definition of unique is that it doesn't happen really, really often. So while your mind and heart are in a great place, you have to remember that this is a unique situation. And sometimes the resources that you put into redemption of others are not worth the outcome because the outcome might never come. And you might waste entire life trying to redeem them only to fail in the end because they are too bad for that.
Physic thinks you are very nice, but Physic has a problem.
What is it?
What's your problem?
Cave is going to collapse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. That's a great point.
Yes, we should fix that. What is down there that is making like the whole vibration and the
Oh,
thing?
that is
Can we see
Tefsepia.
that? Hmm.
What is she doing?
She's trying
Yes,
to
what
make
is she doing?
another way to the Undertakers.
Maybe
By
we should
collapsing the
not
whole
take
mine.
it on the way.
Yeah.
Do you know how to get down there?
Physic does, but Physic needs your help first.
We established
Oh.
that.
To be
We
good,
are.
you have to
yes.
do good. We have to protect the mine.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we
Okay.
are protecting the mine, but we
Okay.
need to get down to protect the mine, right?
Physic, let's make a deal. We will help you protect the mine if you will join us in making our world a better place by eliminating the evil.
We are going to.
Smiting vampires.
Physic is going to kick Tefsepia.
Yes.
Just like Tefsepia
That's the spirit.
kicked Physic.
That's the spirit. Let's go.
Well, do it
I
a
don't
lot harder.
agree with this morally, but okay, let's go.
Alright. So we go into the
Baby
big.
steps.
We go and stop the collapse.
Yes.
We go to
So
stop the
Physic
collapse.
runs ahead into
Oh, no.
this
No,
circular
Physic,
chamber.
Can I grab?
With
Can I grab
people.
Physic?
Make an athletics check.
Oh, good.
Oh, come on, let him do this. This solves all our problems.
No.
He has to die at some
12.
point.
No!
Physic slips through and proclaims loudly to this chamber, you hear that, ghost? Physic is not scared of you! Physic has friends! And points over to you guys. And
Oh,
then
no.
you see out of each of these buildings, some ghosts start drifting toward Physic.
Someone get high right now.
Oh my god.
I think I want you to roll for initiative just because I want to see what happens first. Like, if you want to try and take drugs right now, you could.
Oh, buddy, I can take those drugs
Oh
right
my
now.
god, he's
Yep.
going to
Are
die.
you taking the
He's
drugs,
gonna
Claire?
die.
I am taking the drugs.
Alright.
I need the drugas.
Oh my god, she's going to die. Let's take drugs.
I cannot see anything.
I
Yeah,
can-
I
same.
know. I didn't put you on the map yet. Hang on. Let me-
Okay.
Oh.
Yes, Flair, take those drugs.
Yeah, let's go. Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
okay.
Fletcher is in the wall. Let me just. There we go. Make
This
Fletcher
episode is not family
not be in the
friendly.
wall.
Oh, our last few episodes have not been family friendly.
You can put yourselves however you want in this little area, right?
I feel I would be there because I could try to grab music, so it makes sense for me to be on the outer part.
Let me.
Give him a 20.
Alright, and roll initiative for Jayce. Ooh, I still have some old initiative on here. Hang on, so let's get rid of these. Did Fletcher get a 23? No, that's the last initiative. Alright, there we go. And then my friends. Oh wait, how many of them are here? Because
Great
I
question.
need to adjust for
What?
level. Alright, I'm removing one. Thank you.
Wow.
Nice.
Let's go.
Is it this one? It is. Look at me being so prepared. Alright, so I'm gonna roll initiative for each of them separately so that you can strategize better. 13, 14, 15, 5. Alright, so they're not all going on the same initiative. There we go. As Physic loudly declares this and you start
Oh, no,
seeing
Physic.
ghostly spirits start coming from these walls, Jayce turns to the party and says, "What the fuck is the plan?"
Drugs.
Claire's taking drugs. We are trying to stop Tazivia and trying to have the ghost help us, I suppose.
Okay, fuck. And Jayce is gonna make an action survival check to find enough drugs to get high.
Wait,
So Nola still had a
I have a
thing.
question.
Sure.
I
Nola
had the
has.
other
It's
person.
not Nola's turn right now.
And
Mish-
Flair's not in this.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Oh.
I'm not in the
Claire's not in
initiative.
initiative because Claire's first in initiative.
Did you roll?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you please
2014.
roll again? And I will change it to a 20.14.
Sure.
Still not in the initiative. Click your
I-
token first.
I clicked it. It's
Now
going
it
downhill,
is.
guys.
Yeah, no, it's no fine. It's 20.
Also no longer in the initiative, apparently. Right.
You got
Oh.
yeeted out.
I got yeeted out of the
Also, I
initiative.
will remind you for next initiative, right? Because now we're in the middle of combat. You can use hero dice on initiative, right? It's a skill check. You can use d6s on it to increase it.
But I have a
Also,
16
I gave
out of
Nola.
20.
I also gave Nola a hero dice, by the way, for very mindful, very demure. Flair is actually first, so I'll roll Jayce's check once I get to Jayce's turn.
So
16.
I have the same plan as
16, sorry.
Yes, continue.
I have the same plan as Jayce had. I am looking for the drugas.
You're looking for drugs. Make a survival check with your action to look for drugs.
Oh fuck. Anyways.
You have half of a dose, but you would need to spend another action, or someone would need to also fail and then give you their half, right?
Okay.
Do you want to do anything with your bonus action?
No, not this round.
Alrighty. Jayce's gonna do the same. Is gonna give you her dose. So
Yay.
you have a full dose, so on your next turn you can get high. Blossom. Oh, and then Jayce. Ooh. Are we helping this kobold? Are we helping Physic?
I would say yes.
Because we still don't know where to go. We only know like a few things.
Yeah, we
don't
need
know
Physic.
where we're
Oh
heading.
yeah, crap. We need,
We need
information
Physic.
first before we
Yeah.
go.
So it's just
You're
gonna
not
stand
killing
there.
Physic.
We are not killing Physic.
I mean, we have a contract.
Jayce, as you say this, as Jade's already running away, turns back around and says, "It's part of the contract," and then starts heading off.
I don't feel okay about this.
You need to find a loophole if you want to save Physic, because it's in the contract, like associated with Undertakers needs to be taken out. I need bonus actions. What do rogues do? Dodge? Is that a bonus
Dodge,
action that they
yeah.
can make?
It's a,
Yeah, but
it is a bonus action for
Dash,
rogue,
disengage,
yes.
or hide. So no. So it's just gonna stay there then. Blossom.
How far is this down?
Hmm?
Or is it like straight? Because
This
we
is-
were up a little, right?
No,
or
no,
is
no,
it like
no, no.
straight?
This is straight ahead.
Okay. And I will. Mm,
You also see while this is happening, each of these 4 pillars is dangerously close to collapsing. So you might
Can
also
I-
want to try and fix that during the fight.
yeah. Can I see where this person is that Isaac mentioned? Because they said that they were causing the tunnel to collapse.
Oh, sure. So you're looking for Tevsevia.
Mm-hmm.
Very much not here. It looks like Physic fully abandoned Tevsevia, and Tevsevia is somewhere else. Physic knows
Great.
where, but it's not here.
Isaac.
We have to stop the collapse! And points over to each of the pillars.
Oh, okay.
And then
I
you
don't know how
see
much room for that.
Physic pulls like a bucket of water from the well and is making some type of cement currently, right? That's what Physic was doing when the ghost appeared and then sort of ran off and hid behind this rock the first time.
I'm not great at doing the survival things. I will prepare an attack against something comes close enough to start harming any of us there.
It does. On the next turn in the initiative.
Great!
15, 14, 13 with our powers combined. This one's gonna go for Jayce, this one's gonna go for Physic, you get an opportunity attack, and then this one's gonna come for you.
So I'll use my action now, I suppose.
Is this correct?
I don't know.
10. You wanna do anything about a 10?
No, I first want to know how much it takes before I start jamming down hero dice onto something.
Sure. Alright, so this one is going to
But I still have I had my action hold, so I'm using my action now because they're close enough to attack, so I still have my other... I still have my other attack.
No, if you hold an action you get 1.
I get 1 attack?
Yep.
Okay.
Is going to try and attack Jayce first. Then 1 for Physic, and then 1 for Blossom. So Jayce is going to take 18 force damage. Physic is hit with a 15 and is going to take 12 force damage.
Is he still alive?
Yep. Like I said, Physic is like a little adventurer, right? Is wearing like a little bit of like leather armor, has some weapons on her as well. So Physic is doesn't have 4 hit points. Nola.
I have a question. Could I spend my action on a concentration on the mending, not to fix the filler, but to keep one of them from collapsing?
Make a persuasion check. Sure, if you want to maintain concentration on that, but I will say if your concentration gets broken, it's going to count as a failed check to repair the pillar. So it's going to actually make it worse if you break concentration. Like, it's gonna... you're gonna succeed if you maintain concentration, but you're gonna fail if you lose concentration.
I do not have anything else to stop the pillar from collapsing, so I'm going to take that risk.
Alright.
And where are the pillars located? Because I'm
if you walk
back on
in-
the map. Yep. Oh.
You can see where they are.
Alright, yeah. I'm gonna pick this one.
Alright. Can you make for me an Arcana check? With advantage.
Alright.
$11, alright. You're starting to do this, but it's not quite kicking in, and you're seeing that the pillar is continuing to collapse even while you're casting your mending. And you have concentration on that, which is what is giving you the advantage, essentially. Then it's Physic's turn, and Physics goes, "Ha! Physics is hurt, but has new friends that help Physic. And then Physic is gonna pull out a weapon. You saw Physic was trying to like make this cement to start helping you guys, but is now under current threat of life. So Physic is gonna choose life first. Right? Yeah. Ooh, both hitting. Hell yes. Although it does seem that they are resistant to Physic's non-magical attack. So that's 1 damage from the first one and then 4 damage from the crit. Is Physic on any bonus?
That's good to know.
Oh, actually, Physic has a little tiny sneak attack, so 3 more.
Oh yeah.
Alright, then it's Fletcher's turn.
Well, I'm moving up.
Bonus action disengage. Bye, bitches!
Move up to here. And do I see the little bucket with cement?
I like to imagine that Physic actually took it with her. She's like, and then sets it back down and continues mixing the cement.
Well, I will try to do the same and mix some cement.
Sure. Make what ability check do you think you would need?
I mean, it's all on the wrist, right? So it would be kind of sleight of hand to make this perfectly.
Okay, you successfully make cement.
Great, that's my action, right?
Yes.
Then I move only 1 space, and then I'm done.
Alrighty. Then 2 more appear. Alright. I think one is... Each of the people here have been in the center, seems somewhat associated with Physic. And it seems, again, that these ghosts are mostly angry at Physic, but by association are angry at you guys. It seems they leave Nola alone and they leave Flair alone, because you haven't associated with anything that Physic was doing. So it's gonna go over to Fletcher, and then this one, what's their movement? So fast, is gonna go over to Physic. So for Fletcher, 7, and then for Physic, a 6. Then we go back to the top of the initiative. Flair, you're holding a bunch of drugs.
But I'm taking them.
Do you wish to fail the saving throw?
I wish to fail the saving throw.
Excellent, you are poisoned. And you start seeing what Blossom has been seeing immediately, sort of not mechanically, but like your dark vision adjusts so you can see much better in this cavern. And you can see, while everyone else sort of just sees these like faceless spirits, you can actually see these dwarven forms, right? Like way more detailed. You can almost see their individual beard hairs and just the angry, spiteful faces. And you can start hearing them whisper. No one else can hear these whispers because no one is communing with the mind. But you can start hearing these whispers. Return our bones! You stole them! You're with her! But only Flair hears this. What would you like to do, Flair?
I would like to walk up somewhere around here. And I will try to talk with the ghost, being like, okay, listen, this little kobold, and like just turn around to every ghost, so I'm just turning on my round like a madman. Listen, the Physic is a changed man. Kobold is a changed kobold and wants to help you so this mind don't collapse. So he's good, and we are going to kill the person that you want to hurt, and we will help you. We will just help you kill that person. But this kobold is with us. This kobold is helping us right now, right? Yes.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh,
And there's a
God.
very specific way that the DC works for this, so...
Persuasion.
There are only 3 numbers, and
I
it's
am-
7, 12, and 16 that is going to work for.
I am going to use my hero dice.
Sure.
Wee.
Mine.
Huh? Wait, what?
Mine.
Okay.
Take my dice.
Wait. 15. Okay.
Sure. On a 15, your argument is persuasive enough to dissuade 2 of them from attacking. Which 2 do you want not to attack this round? Out of the 5 that are here. So there's 1 in melee with Fletcher, there's 2 in melee with Blossom, 1 in melee with Jayce, and 1 over here in melee with Physic.
We'll melee with Physic and Jayce, because I don't think... The rest is fine.
Sure, so these will not be attacking this round, as they are dissuaded by your argument. Anything else?
Is token an action? I don't think so
Yeah,
in this case.
making the persuasion check is definitely
Okay.
an action.
Yep. Okay. So. I don't remember how much I walked. Never mind. Nope, not. That's all this round.
Alright. Jayce is going to take a bonus action to disengage. And will also try and make some cement. Which is... What type of sleight of hand I had you make, right? Let's do that. Nice. And then we'll move here, but that'll be all of Jayce's turn. So it's a good thing that this one doesn't get a reaction, because it allows Jayce to do this. Blossom, what would you like to do? These 2 are still very much hostile. They are not dissuaded yet.
I'll take that opportunity attack from 1 and move myself between Physic and the 2 ghosts.
Sure. I think you're taking... Oh yeah, you're only taking it from this one, because the green one is dissuaded. Yes. 12.
I don't know what they're doing. So far, if I only noticed that they're like attacking us, so I cannot non-lethal a ghost, can I?
No.
Yeah. I mean, I can ask.
You can make a persuasion
technically,
check if you want.
every
Like, if you
attack
have
is non-lethal
anything
because
to
they're
add
already
to this
dead.
argument, but it's hard for you because you don't have the context that Flair has, right?
Yeah, I don't have the context, but I know it's their mine, and I don't want to cause any further harm. I think that's mainly the thing, because I am appreciative of the craftsmanship that they're doing here, and I already previously with the calcified dwarves noticed that they were angry about something, so they must still be angry, but I don't want to cause any further harm to them.
Sure, you say this? In common?
Sure, because I don't know Dwarvish.
Alright, make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Not bad for this system.
Sure, you don't manage to dissuade any additional dwarves that aren't already dissuaded. Then this one will turn to you, Flair, one of the dissuaded spirits. So it's this one over here, right? And says, "She took our bones down deep. Return our bones." This one, however, is not dissuaded, so it's going to turn to Blossom and attack. 23. Whoa, look at me. 13.
Oh.
And then this one is next to you, Flair, is going to attack you.
Okay.
19.
Yup, that hits.
For 15. They're rolling really well.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they only have a +4 to hit, so I was not that worried as I am now. Anyway. Nola, you can make another Arcana check.
Advantage again?
Yes. Nice. It looks like you're going to need 3 successful checks to stabilize this pillar. You are now on 1 successful check.
Alright.
The first roll you made would have been a failure, but the mending is preventing you from failing until you lose concentration.
Yep, got it.
Then Physic goes, "Good job!" Does know your name, Fire Woman, and is going to also try and repair this pillar. I think what Physic will do is check the pillar for the most immediate dangerous place, and then sort of fly up there and try and smack it on there. So I'm gonna make a perception check, because if you can argue a skill, I'll let you use that skill. I'm making Nola use Arcana because I know Nola's good at that, and is literally using magic to do so. Physic rolls a failure, so you see Physic tries to stuff the cement in there, but is actually making it worse. Fletcher. But Physic is now flying, but you can see that the ghosts also have the ability to fly.
I will move up. And when I'm at this pillar, I will also try to find the weak spot to push the cement in there.
Yes. So, what you're trying to make a perception check to find weak
Oh.
spots or survival?
Well, let's do perception.
Sure. Yes,
This place
success.
feels pretty weak.
Great. So this pillar has 2 successes, so it's looking pretty nice. Then it is this one in melee with you, Fletcher, and it's going to try and attack you. So that is a 14 to hit.
I dodged.
And then the other one is dissuaded. Flare.
I will try to dissuade them more and be like, okay, we can return your bones. The only question I have to ask you is, where do we put them back to honor your death as it should have been? And we will do that. We will do everything in our power to actually make better what she had wronged you before. And this little kobold will help us. First, we have to, well, repair this room so we can just progress forward and not disrupt any more of your beautiful mine.
Make another persuasion check with advantage.
Yay! Persuasion. What the fuck?
You get a hero die.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna use my hero dice also. Cause the hell. What the fuck?
My god.
You get another one.
God.
16, right?
Shit.
So you dissuade all but one. So which one is not dissuaded? Which one is still hostile, essentially?
The one next to me that attacked me.
Alright. Seems each of the other ones are sort of like, oh, this actually sounds like a pretty good suggestion. Yes, yes, yes. You know, and on their turn, they'll give a more proper response. Jayce is gonna try this again. What did Jayce already roll for this pillar? No, right? This pillar is untouched.
No.
I think Jayce will try some dope rogue shit and sort of try and like wall, pillar, and like get up to a point or something that is in need of some help. In doing so, pushes over this pillar basically, like it's barely standing. This is 2 failures, right? So this pillar is on 2 failures. Physics pillar is on 1 failure. This one is on 2 successes, and this one has no checks on it yet. Yes. Blossom.
I, from down here, try to assist Physic in fixing the pillar.
Sure, if you have like a skill for that, or if you want to try something, be my guest.
Is it still dark? I'm assuming it's pretty
It's dark in
still.
this cavern, yes.
I'll how far? I feel. I think how far is Physic from the?
Probably like 20, 30.
Okay, I cannot jump. I'll try to cast light on rock, and can I try to like throw it to physic to maybe like land in something?
Are you trying to make your own check to help, or give Physic the help action?
Yeah, physics help action.
Sure, you can do that. I'll allow you to do it with a little casting of a light spell. I like it. Bonus action, anything else?
No.
Alright. These are both dissuaded. So they turn to you, Flare, and says, "She took our bones. Return them to our homes." Wants you to return their bones to their home. And then this one is still hostile, so it's going to attack you.
Okay.
Not
Nope.
hitting. Nola.
I'm gonna keep on what I was doing to fix the
Yes.
pillar.
Nice. This pillar is stabilized.
Okay, I am going. Is there anyone left? Or are all taken care of at this point?
It looks like one. So this pillar is gonna collapse if no one does anything about it. It looks like Jayce is really gonna need to succeed. And then this one next to Physic also looks kind of dangerous, but Blossom seems to be sort of helping out there.
Then I'm going to move the one that is about to collapse and help Jay. I mean, I'm going to use the same technique that I used on the previous one.
Over to the one that doesn't have anyone next to it. Alright. Physic is going to... I'm gonna roll a d20. Is going to not have enough cement to try this again. So it's gonna need to go back to the well to get more cement. So we'll use the... That's the wrong character sheet, this one. So it's going to use sort of a cunning action, bonus action dash, and an action disengage to sort of like fly over there, make new cement, and fly back, but can't use this turn to also apply it. That's why I rolled d20. I was like, is there enough in there for this help action to actually help? But the bucket is empty. Same goes for Fletcher. Roll a d20 first to see if you have any cement left. You do not.
I'll fully run to the other pillar. I will grab my hemp rope and try to turn it around the pillar, like grab my hammer and make it fast on the end, and like turn it like a tourniquet to secure one of the stones in there, so it's not going to fall.
Nice. Survival, please. This seems like survival to me, right? This is some Boy Scout stuff. Nice. That's one success on this pillar. There we go. These are both docile for now. Flare.
Okay, I have a question. Do I have to dissuade them, and it is an action, but can I also try to repair the pillar?
So repairing a pillar is an action, but I will say this. Each time you have succeeded, I have lowered the DC. So essentially, on the first round, it was 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 for each of them to be dissuaded. So you would have needed a 20 to succeed in one go. Then on the second round, one we just did, it was 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, which is why one of them didn't take. And now the DC for all of them to be dissuaded is 16. So each round you succeed makes it easier to succeed again next round. But if you want to like swap someone in, it means someone needs to take the drug, because you're the only one that can even communicate with them at all.
Okay, so now I will ask more questions. Mostly, where do we put the bones when we take them? Like, just the confidence that we will take the bones and just replace them, but we have to put them in the right place for them to be fully honored.
Make another persuasion check.
Advantage is normal?
Yes, with advantage, yes. And the
Yay.
DC is 16 to fully succeed and sort of end the threat of combat, right?
Oh god, please. Thank
Nice.
you.
Nice. So on a 24, each of them sort of had this sort of red, angry core burning inside of them, but each of them now turns to this sort of blue shade, and it even lights up this cavern a little bit more. We're gonna stay in initiative only for the purpose of fixing these pillars before they collapse. But yeah, they'll start explaining to you. Our bones were taken by this woman. She twisted them and turned it into a giant monster and then took it down, and is collapsing our minds. If you defeat the monster, you can return our bones. We will show you where to put them.
I will automatically tell that to the party.
Yes. Let's see how much cement Jayce has. Jayce is gonna try. There's no reason why she wouldn't. Not making it worse, but also not helping. The middle of the pack. Blossom.
I will continue to try to assist and maybe look where, because it can like apply it from like down, so it's not like straight the front of pillar.
Yes. Nola.
I will use Arcana on the new pillar again, with the mending.
Excellent. So that's 2 successes. Physic is going to do sleight of hand with advantage. 8.
Oops.
Physic
Oh,
thinks
no.
Physic is doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Alright, Fletcher.
I feel with this rope, if I have the lever point, and then I will just fully hang my weight down to it just to stabilize the last part.
Mm-hmm.
And I maybe want to try some acrobatics on it
Sure.
to make it right.
That's cool. Nice. So this one is also stable. Flair, what would you like to do?
I would like to go make some cement.
Sure. Make a survival check or whatever skill you think you use for making cement.
Listen, I'm thinking athletics, because cement might be kind of hard to mix.
Sure. It's so
Yay.
sturdy. It's so rough and tough. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
You have some cement.
And I'm gonna go help Jayce.
Alright. Jayce. 11 is sort of mid. Does Jayce have more cement on an 11? It's above half. So I think Jayce has more cement, so I'm gonna try again. What is a different skill that Jayce hasn't used yet? I think Jayce is gonna hype herself up. She's gonna say, I can do this! I got this! I'm doing nothing wrong! And I'm gonna roll deception. There we go. Jayce starts hyping herself up and gets 1 success on this pillar.
Is this to Lulu?
Jayce is hoping her to Lulu comes true, Lulu. Blossom.
Well, I'm gonna throw something out there. I'm gonna try to use one of my channel divinities, which is basically a snaring strike, but it's instead 10 feet away from me, and I try to like use these vines to like stabilize the pillar.
Ooh, what kind of check do you want to make?
Great question.
Are you proficient in religion?
No.
Are you proficient in arcana?
No.
Are you proficient in nature?
No.
Are you proficient in survival?
No.
Alright, so you're just...
Are you proficient in anything?
Just making a charisma check. Just... if any of these skills would have been a yes, I would have allowed you to add proficiency, but it's just
That's
charisma.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice! So this pillar has 2 failures, 1 success, just like Jayce and Flair's pillar. Nola.
I will try to stabilize it finally.
Sure, this one is already stable, because Fletcher already succeeded on 2 checks.
Oh, that was the same one.
Yep.
In that case, whichever isn't? I thought Fletcher was a different one, sorry.
You can see the map, right?
I do
So
not
you
have
need to
enough
down.
movement.
Yeah.
I do not have enough movement. It's the touch spell, isn't it?
Just firebolt it.
No!
Has firebolt.
Wait, actually,
Magic missile, the right
no,
stones.
actually, is there any pillar with a wet cement on it?
Persuade me.
Because then, using Firebolt, I'm going to make it harden and actually stick in place.
Persuade me.
That's how science works.
I know. Sure. Roll your firebolt attack. Nice. On which pillar?
Whichever has the wet cement that I can see from where I am.
You can choose. On a 19, you choose which one it is.
Sure, which one is closer to collapsing?
They're the same. That's why I asked you.
Then this one, because it doesn't matter.
So it has 2 successes and 2 failures. Then it's Physics' turn. Ooh, yeah. No advantage. Let's see. Physic is gonna say, yeah, that might work. May your Delulu comes through Lulu. Physic is also going to make a deception check. Look at that!
Oh yeah, delusional queens down
Yeah.
here.
And Physics stabilizes this pillar. Then it's Fletcher.
I will run up to Flare. And at the point where I see her trying to hold the cement, I will try to kick the bucket just so the cement goes perfectly on the spot. Just
Kick
full
it
on.
into the air and it just goes woof,
Yeah,
woof, woof, and just
Like the double kick. Like, you know, the bottle, kick it up and then kick it right in the place
make
where
an
it should be.
unarmed attack. $16. Roll just another d20. I feel like I should have had you make this with disadvantage. Alright, it's still 15. Plus 7. Fletcher kicks this bucket or like flips this bucket into the air with this first kick, jumps into the air, and then just kicks it again mid-air and just perfectly splatters across the remainder of this pillar that still needed some cement, and then Nola can just quickly sort of swoop in with that last little bit of firebolt to quickly harden it. And there is one more check needed to succeed. So Flare, what would you like to do to finish this off? If you fail, pillars collapses. If you succeed, the pillar is stable.
Oh no!
Look at your highest skill and make up shit based on it.
I used deception, so you can do this.
Just ram it into place. Use a
Listen.
weapon attack.
Lulu is the
Listen,
Trululu.
athletics.
Listen, what would Flare like to do? Yes?
Athletics, right? We have a base skill. And since my bucket got whooped, I want to whoop the rest of the cement into the right places using my hands, and or just the flavor, and not just a mechanical thing. Kinda use the heat from hands, but not any mechanical, just the flavor.
Sure, yeah. Make an athletics check. Let's see.
Alright.
Alright.
Oh fuck! Okay.
You wanted this. You
Yes,
wanted it.
but
There you go.
I rolled like
There you go. So I described
I'm
Nola doing
nervous.
it, but I think this is cooler, yeah. So Flare sort of bear crawls up to where Fletcher just attached the cement and then sort of slaps a heated hand onto it, quickly drying it instead. That's much cooler. And you stabilize each of the pillars, and the ghosts turn to you, Flare, and say, "You have saved our home. Thank you. Please return our bones." Ooh, and then they all disappear back into their house.
You know what? I don't think I like the colors I see right now. However, we have a bone monster to kill. Defeats.
What do you mean by that?
Monster.
What bone monster?
Listen, the ghost told me. Oh god, that sounds so weird. Okay, the ghost told me that their bones turned into a goddamn bone monster, and we have to return the bones so they won't be mad at. And I show at Kobold because I forgot the name and Flare also forgot the name.
Flare is high.
Yes,
we
no.
can excuse.
So we have to return the bones. They will show up when we have the bones, not the bone monster. So we have to kill that whoever turned that bone monster, and then defeat the bone monster so we can return the bone to where the bones are.
Tefsevia has a large bone monster.
Huh?
Knows
Oh,
this.
that makes sense.
Oh.
What do you mean? My
Why?
thing also has sense.
Sure.
Fire
So
woman is
where can we
correct.
find Tav?
Do you
Claire.
want
Physic.
Yes,
Physic
Claire.
to show you there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Great. And Physic will start leading the way. So, I think next time we pick up, we'll see what's going on. Jayce, before we leave, is gonna chug another potion of healing, cause big owie.
That's fair.
For 9 hit pointsies.
While we go, Nola is
yes.
going to check up on the contract, trying to find the loophole.
Sure.
Because I already found it. I
Oh,
just
you
need
did?
Nola to do this. I did.
Alright. Because I believe it does say something about like anything associated needs to go, right? I didn't
No.
double check.
Yeah, Or-
It does, but 2 paragraphs lower, it does say living citizens potentially under some degree of manipulation or enfrailment are to be ideally detained alive for appropriate sentencing or magical rehabilitation. And on top of that, 2 sentences further, the contracted party is not contractually or legally obligated to provide evidence of guilt or innocence for any undertaker or co-conspirator. Thus, we can just declare him innocent without any proof, and it will work.
There you go. See, Artor's
I like
so
Also-
nice.
He is fully under mind control because
Yeah.
he was convinced that he is going to help them, and probably Tav used that against. I mean,
But-
in her favor.
But it's so much
So-
easier just to kill him.
No!
No!
You're not killing!
Listen, you have your cult. Do you want to kill your cult? Let us have Physic. Physic is great. We love
Look
Physic.
how
Yeah,
sweet. Look how sweet she looks.
Yeah, I
So
need
cute.
another member. I need a flying member. A flying delivery kobold.
See? We cannot kill Physic.
No, we cannot fail.
This is going to be a kobold for special tasks.
You
We will
just know
see.
when we're level 20, this turns out to be the BBEG. You know it.
Happens! Listen,
You-
shit happens!
Juni is fully crushing on Physic, and then we.
No,
I
the thing
would
is,
never
everything
do
that
that.
Physic is saying is part of Blossom Her Oath, so I cannot disagree with this. Morally, I cannot
Anyone-
disagree with Physic.
Anyone could be good if you're just nice to
Yes.
them. They could be nice.
Exactly.
You have to be the light so that they can be light. You know. And Physic wants to learn how to braid hair.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all for next time. So, next time we're gonna pick up heading further into the mine and figuring out what's going on. We thank you all so much for watching. If you're watching this, leave a comment saying happy birthday, Marcus. Even though, you know, whenever this is going up, it's not his birthday anymore. But it'll mean so much to him. So, thank you, and we'll see you next time. And until then, don't forget to roll for frog.
Ribbit.